Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. We're out here in the Manchester. Well, it's not rain anymore, it's just a bit of drizzle. But United have crashed out of the Europa League at the semi-final stage. Our third semi-final loss this season. With me are Joe Smith and Alex Baggers. I'll start with you, Joe. Season's over, no trophies. We'll go to tonight's performance. Just how are you feeling after that, mate?
Just deflated, isn't it? Because it's not one of those games like the Chelsea game. You could tell from the first few minutes they weren't up for it. They were never going to win that game. Chelsea pressed us, they dominated, they beat us. This game tonight, there was a spell after half time where it was 1-1, and United honestly had about 7 chances in about 5 minutes. And at the time we were saying you've got to take those chances, and that's the thing. It happened in the Copenhagen game where we make chances and we miss them. We made a load of chances tonight. I know obviously you're going to talk about the mistakes at the back. People talk about Ole not making subs quick enough, but the players that were on the pitch that he picked made fucking loads of chances. And Martial, again, he creates the chances, so you can't be, you've got to be critical to a certain degree that he's missed them, but at least he's making them. Rashford looked poor after his injury or after the tackle for the penalty, but we made so many chances and we were sat there on the watch along saying we're going to regret that. You can't make 3, 4, 5, 6 chances back to back to back like that and miss them all and expect us to win the game. And there was shocking mistakes, like this thing where people, and I don't just want to stand here and blame people, for nothing, but Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka for the second one, one of you's got to clear that. Brandon Williams for the first one, you've got to clear that. Like, it's not the people say, he's a man coming over his shoulder. It's not the case that if you cross the ball to the back post, it's a free goal. Usually there's a fullback there going, fuck off, I'll put it. Like, why are you not just putting it out? Run across your man, kick the ball out for a corner. If you know there's a man over your shoulder, you have to be tracking him, and if the ball comes to him, you have to stop it. There's not some secret part of the pitch where you just put the ball at the back post and, it's no one's fault. It's people's fault. And you've got to track your men over your shoulder. And I know he's right-footed and he's playing on the left and all that, but if that happens, you have to track your man. And we didn't track our men for both goals. Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka for the second one. It's not just Brandon Williams' fault. I'm not trying to have a go at him, but, it's maybe we could have reacted quicker to the second goal, but the team that made all of these chances is the one that went 2-1 down. So it wasn't like we were shit the whole game and it was clear problems from the start. We made a shitload of chances and missed them all. You can't do that. Sevilla are too good to do that.
Unlike the other semi-finals we've lost, we had a strong team out tonight. Yeah. You had arguably, maybe if you swap Matic for Fred, but arguably our strongest team. Is that a worry at all? Because we've always had this idea that we've got a really strong 11 and it's just a squad. Yeah. Do you think we actually might need to improve the 11, or do you think maybe it's the season catching up with us? Or how do you look at it?
Of course it's a worry. You're playing your best team and you're not winning matches, that's a worry. But again, we made loads of chances. We've clearly got problems where, Wan-Bissaka struggles on the ball sometimes and Brandon Williams struggles off the ball sometimes. And again, Rashford was really quiet today, which he has been. But for most of the season he's been excellent, but he got that knock from the first goal and we struggled. And we knew before the game that a midfielder, Fred and Pogba, they struggle to play the ball out from the back. They're not very good at holding the ball up because both of them don't look over the shoulders enough and they get picked off in a high press. And we didn't have an outlet for them to pass to. So it's not like they could turn and quickly get it out to an Igalo or someone like that to chip the ball up to. So straight away you're thinking, how are we going to bring the ball out here? And the first half, I thought we were quite poor. Second half, again, like I said, we came on, but it does worry. And the subs came on and they didn't do anything. I know it was a bit late and all that, but I think, it sort of sums it up. In the studio, we were saying, we need to get some subs on more quickly here. We need to get some subs on. And then the subs came on and we were going, well, if it goes to penalties, who's going to score them now? It's like, well, are the subs good and we need to bring them on? Or are they shit and they're not worth having on? Like, they can't be Ole's fault for not bringing the subs on. And when they come on, well, Dan James is shit. Why is he on? Yeah, it's like, we made loads of chances and we missed them. That's what lost us the game. And maybe you could have reacted quicker to the second goal and maybe these things would have happened. The problem is we had chances and we missed them. That's the main problem tonight.
How do you feel about it, Baggers, as a fan? Yes, we finished third, but with no trophies, 3 semi-finals we've gone out of, which isn't great, obviously. How do you feel about this season as a fan?
If at the start of the season you go, right, you're going to lose Martial for at least 2 months, you're going to lose Rashford for 2 months, Pogba's going to play 20 games at best, and this Bruno lad's might come in January, but that's about it. I think you'd have taken how the season's panned out, 3rd place, Champions League football next year, and 3 semi-finals is a good season overall for what we've done. But it's really disappointing to lose all 3 semi-finals. I think the one against City was disappointing, I think, because we had injuries, and I think the first leg at Old Trafford, I think they just blew us out, obviously, and just there was nothing really to play for in the second one. I think Ollie got it wrong where he kind of gambled on, I think the league was still the back of his mind. He wasn't too bothered about the FA Cup, and then today, I think that 11's just played too many games. I think there is a bit of tired legs in there, and for as much as we want to say that they shouldn't be tired, they should be able to play every game. They are, we've got Brandon Williams there who's 18 years old, 19 years old, playing a lot of runner games. You've had Harry Maguire's played more minutes than anyone in football this year. Victor Lindelof been in and out of the team the last few weeks, but he's played a lot of games. Wan-Bissaka, same kind of, but he's 21, 22? And a lot of these mistakes that Joe's mentioned, and this is the whole thing with the back four, is apart from maybe Harry Maguire, it's still a young back four, and they're still in that mode of there's no one there to take responsibility. There's no one there that's instructing people around. There's no one kind of, saying, right, it's my job to make sure that he doesn't make that mistake. It's kind of a bit across everyone. But like Joe mentioned as well, they're taking the chances today. And that's a bit of youth, bit of naivety that, I think Martial still needs to figure out. He's a great finisher, but I think he does the wrong thing the odd time. If he chips the keeper the first one, it's a goal. And he's so good at that, but I think he makes the wrong decision a couple of times today, and I think he's done that. But, like Joe said about the subs, I mean, I'd like to have seen Ighalo come on earlier. I'd like to have maybe seen Wan-Bissaka come on, but at the same time, you have to take off a player that's better than them to bring them on. That's the worry at the minute, is that we haven't got, it isn't a change from the bench. You looked at what City could do this week, and they brought on Mahrez, they brought on Foden, they brought on Bernardo Silva, David Silva, and you're going, fucking hell, look at that. And you look back at the old manager, you look back at what Mourinho and Van Gaal, you kind of went, well, he's got Paul Pogba sat on the bench. Why isn't he coming on? He's got Lukaku on the bench. He's got them kind of players. There's players he's not playing. You're kind of going, well, surely give him a chance. It wasn't that today. It was that, what do? Do you change? You take Martial off, who has been our best striker. Do you take Rashford off, who has had his best season ever and still has that bit of quality that can do it? Do you take Mason Greenwood off, who's done that? No, you don't want to take any of them three off. And then what do? You just take off a midfielder. And maybe last 10 minutes, I think we should have gambled. I think 80 minutes, you kind of go, right, let's bring Fred off, put Ighalo on, let's go 4 up top and just go for it a bit, especially with down to going down. But I don't know. It's a disappointing way to end what was an okay, good season overall, I think.
Do you think that front three is working in tandem? Because we know individually they're all brilliant, but do you think it is working cohesively, should I say? Because we have seen it a few games where it seems to be individual moments rather than... I mean, I know Martial and Rashford have linked up well quite a few times, but at times you see Greenwood drifting in, you see him almost getting in each other's way at times. Do you think that's just a work in progress, or does it worry you?
I think it is a work in progress. I think the fact that I don't think Ollie intended that was his front three at the start of the season. Mason didn't play before lockdown much. He was coming in as a bit part player, playing Europa League games. That wasn't his choice front three. He played Dan James there a few times, he played Wan-Bissaka there a couple of times. He wasn't too sure what, that right hand side was still a problem. And I think that give them, we're not going to get much for pre-season, but give them another 3 weeks to do a few more patterns of play. And I still think you want someone that naturally wants to stand out there. That's why obviously Jadon Sancho has been linked. You want someone that's going to go on that right hand side, because at the minute, even though Mason's there, he's constantly cutting inside, he's constantly doing that. You need another option. You want someone that's going to be able to go on outside on that right hand side, go around the player, put a cross in, and give us something different. Because I think that at the minute you've got 3 strikers that all kind of want to do the same thing. Martial wants to cut him from the left, Rashford wants to cut him from the left, and Mason wants to drift so far over from the right, almost he's cutting him from the left as well. And that's where it struggles at the minute. We need options. We need many options. We need a Jack Grealish as well. We need a Van der Beek maybe. We need to be able to give Bruno a rest, Pogba a rest, because that's kind of where it's got to. That team's kind of got stale, where you can't rotate someone out, you can't bring someone else in, because the other options aren't quite good enough yet.
I'll ask you both, just in briefly, in sort of one sentence, if you can sum up the season.
Take it, considering injuries, need 4 players to improve.
Need 4 players to improve. Seems fair enough. Joe?
Disappointing considering where we got to in the Cups, but 3rd place is the main thing in it. I don't know. The Europa League is a weird trophy, because even on the best day, I know you said in a sentence, but piss off.
No, it's all right. I'm all right now because I'm resting my arm, so I don't care as much. It was getting quiet. it was hurting.
Even on the best day, United shouldn't be dreaming of winning the Europa League. And especially now we're in the Champions League, it's sort of like Jeff Bezos in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He still wants to win it because you want to look smart.
Love your analogy.
But really,
Great
he's got
analogy.
$1 billion in the bank. Like, we've got Champions League in the bank, and that's why the reason to win the Europa League is a last gasp qualification for the Champions League. It's a good trophy to have. You don't want to make a habit of losing semi-finals, but it's more of a key to the Champions League, and we've already got that key. So overall, deflated but content.
Deflated but content. There you go, Joe Smith summing it up brilliantly. Not a brilliant end to the season, but we have got Champions League next campaign, and hopefully we'll have some new signings in the meantime. I've been Jay, that's been Joe, that's been Baggers, this has been Stretford Paddock. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.